want to talk a little bit about being creative. Okay, I think that in the Minecraft world, there's lots of creative people and lots of creative things. Obviously, with Sandbox game, you're going to find that anywhere. I wanted to start off today's episode talking about being creative because, as you may notice, if you've been keeping up with our beautiful series, that we are flying in the air right now. We have elytra and, also shulker boxes. I've been doing things, and I've been meaning to make a video. Have I made one? No, I haven't. And that's okay. I think we'll be okay. I think we're going to get there. I think we're getting there right now as we're talking. But I wanted to talk to you guys about being creative. I wanted to hear some of maybe your thought process on being creative and how often you guys will go from one project to another, right? So I got my elytra. Yeah, it was great. I recorded the dragon fight. Maybe we'll even put that in. I don't know. Here in this moment, it has been hundreds of days, not only in this world, but in real life, since I have beaten the Ender Dragon, and even longer since I've beat it myself. I'm a little bit nervous here, but I'm not. I made a mistake. Okay, where was I? It's something about being a long time. So, I suppose, without any further ado, I'm a little nervous. Oh, scared me. Okay, we're here in the end. Seems like a good spawn. Alright, let's check this out. I feel like we can hit all three of these from here. Oh, 3 arrows, 3 hits. Come on. Can I hit its tail? Is that what people do? Or does it have to be the face? Okay. We're winning. We are gamers. I also thought I had an axe with sharpness, but apparently I don't. Okay, that's right. We got this. This is it. Oh! Oh yeah, perfect clutch. Alright, come on. Come here. Alright. Here we go. Yes! Oh, man. Feels so good. But yeah, I've recorded all sorts of things. Then I made a creeper farm, and it works so good. Original design, it's amazing. I think after 3 hours, we've gotten a stack and a half of redstone. It's really good. Or not redstone, gunpowder. Excuse me. They look the same, don't they? So yeah, I just don't know where I'm at, right? Also doesn't help I'm flying with no direction. I'm looking for mangrove wood right now. And also where I'm not knowing I am will be a theme. So I was going to build a tower, right? We like building towers around here. We've got 3 towers that we've built. And I was going to build one more. I even messaged my friend. I said, I'm going to build one more tower before I build a normal building. Hold on, I want to check this. Whoops. Lodestones. Wow, that's a great little chest here. So yeah, I wanted to build a tower to cover my creeper farm. I built it in my spawn chunks, and you can see it from our current base area. And anyways, I wanted to build a tower. I'm not going to build a tower this episode. There's several reasons why, right? So I needed some more shulker boxes, right? I had several deep slate bricks in this one, but I didn't have enough, so I needed to go to the end. And I made a nether portal in the end on the roof, and I was lost. I kept getting lost. I could not find my ender portal on my portal roof, if that makes sense, my nether roof. And I was concerned I may never know where to go. The nether roof is great, but it can be very confusing. And I thought to myself, a creeper farm can be covered later. I'm tired of getting lost. At this point, we have our Lilo and Stitch build, our island of Kawaii that we built. We've got our main area. Now we've got the end portal, which is way out that way. And our spawn chunks. And that was a whole lot of flying for absolutely nothing. But yes, today I have decided that we are going to build in the Nether. I don't want to go crazy, right? I don't want to have anything absolutely huge and jaw-breaking, because I've planned like 800 different builds. And then I haven't done anything. Ooh, this is almost terrible. I've planned so many builds that I've not done anything with. So, we're going to build a very small Nether direction system. That was my plan, my idea. I've got a little bit of an idea worked up in my brain, and I started gathering some resources here. You can see I've got, in this shulker box, we've got all sorts of little dark stones. I'm sure you've seen the thumbnail already, which means you know more than I do at this exact moment of recording this. So yeah, I want to just walk through some of that process. I want to talk to you guys about that. So anyways, I don't even know if I asked you a question, but answer it in the comments or something. I don't know. As I'm collecting resources for our upcoming build in the Nether, we have actually hit day 1,000. Look at this right here. Day 1,000. Hard to believe we've already spent 1,000 days in this world. Now that we have our elytra, I can do a little flyby tour of everything that we've done here. So we've got our beautiful starter base. We've got our little scary churchy thing where we keep some of our villagers, which needs to be worked on. I think a lot of these interiors need to be worked on. We've got our trading guys there in the basement as well. Very, very well designed. We've got some people that we trade iron with, and some books, enchantment guys. I think personally one of my favorite builds that we have here is our iron farm. I just like the way it's uneven and weird, and I think I would change several things if I were to rebuild this now. But for experimenting on this design style, I quite like it. We've even got our little house next to it with our friend Zombie, who never leaves, to try to blend this in a little bit. I still want to build more houses in this style, so that is coming soon. We got our greenhouse that we built. Of course, we've got the Lilo and Stitch build through the Nether. I don't necessarily want to go all the way over there. This big stupid rock, I don't know why. You know, the things that spawn. So, 1,000 days, I don't know. You'd think maybe we would have gotten more done, but I'm happy. Here in the Nether, we have our main portal. This is by the mountain on the other side of this portal is the mountain by the greenhouse that we built. Mountain Hill, something like that. And I think I want this to be inside the church. That way we're not... Oh, did I spoil it? I said church. Well, you've seen the thumbnail, don't worry. I think I want this to be inside of what we're building. And so I'm just going to start laying down a little foundation here. I'm also just now realizing I need to get carpets, or else we're going to have guys spawn up here. But I don't think that's that big of a deal right now. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And hopefully this is going to be right. I'm just making a little foundation here. I like moss, using moss, and I'm going to throw some grass in as well, but moss was a lot easier to get. I only had 36 grass blocks to start laying this out. This feels absolutely big enough, and so I'm just going to go back around, and I'll probably end up having to get more moss as well. I was thinking to myself about all the moss I would need, and I came up with a genius idea. Notice I laid out this grass earlier, and it's nice and pretty. Well, I need to place down this moss carpet so these piglins don't spawn. Or other things. I'm afraid of ghast or something. Well, look at this. Can you even tell what block this is underneath this grass? Or underneath the moss? I don't think so. Not one bit. So I get up to these, we've got our layers, our perimeters set out for where our hills are going to be. Is great. Well, if all I'm doing is putting carpet, look at this. I get fake grass. Nobody will know. Not a soul will know the difference. So that's what I'm going to do. I was afraid I was going to have to build moss farm or whatever. Look at this. I almost broke an entire hoe doing that, and I went to make another one. And I was afraid I was going to have to be doing that over and over and over again. The other great news is, why I'm not too upset I made that second hoe, is you can just craft moss blocks into moss carpet. It gives you, I think, one block is 2 carpets, which is great. That's a much better outcome than having to gather all of this separately and then craft moss carpets. Come on now. We've got all this cobblestone. We might as well use it for something, by golly. How's it looking? I think it's pretty good, pretty good. I've got an idea, okay? I've blocked it out using moss here, where I think I want my building to go. I don't know. I don't know if I want to end it here, if I want to try to push it a little bit further back, but we're going to leave this open for now. We could push out. That's why I didn't put any carpets here. But I've cut out a little front step, what I think would be a good front step. Let me grab some stony bricks here. We're going to make some stairs. I'd like to do... Okay, I have cracked stone brick in smelting inside my main tower base. So we can go back and get that momentarily. But I wanted to first put down our first layer of stairs here. I think we're going to have it go up a considerable ways. I don't know how far. I'm thinking maybe like 4 steps. I don't know. Is 4 good? Is 4 good? I don't know. You guys will have to tell me. But we'll only have the middle be stairs. So we'll just go like this and build it out this way. We're definitely going to need more stairs. Uh-oh. Made my mistake first of all. Okay, I figured out what I did and what I didn't like. I need to get rid of these blocks here. I made the staircase too wide, I think. We tapered it here. Oh, yes. I think that is a much better foundation. I think it'll especially look good once we get some of that crackstone brick in. I think that's a great walkway. A much better taper will lead to this little opening. I like that. I like it a lot. It's hard to know what blocks to replace with cracked. I think if you do too much cracked, it totally ruins the vibe of the build. You got to be careful with it. Got to be real careful. I also think if you put it too much in one area, it makes it look too brittle, like it could fall over, maybe. I don't know if y'all feel the same way. I think cracked is better to be blended in and hidden more than it is to be your main focus. I feel the same way about mossy. Too much moss is not a good thing. Too much mossy stone is not ideal. We don't want to do too much moss. I probably didn't need to stack a whole or smelt a whole stack. We're only 10 in at this point. I think we're getting close to having enough. I wanted to continue to build this out as well real quick. Let's see. I don't know exactly where I'm wanting to go with it. A lot of these blocks I have picked out are blocks that maybe would require a little bit of, I don't want to say forced lighting. I think forced lighting can be really good. I'm not sure I'm good enough at this point in my life to build with the forced lighting. I would like to, but I did bring a wide range of blocks. Let's check these chests real quick so you can see. We got red. I want to use red for the roof. We got some cracked black stone. Whoops, it's the same one. Deep slate tile, polished black stone, polished deep slate, more red. I don't know how many blocks I need, by the way. I just grabbed a lot. Tough, which I'm not sure we'll use. Stone, which I'm not sure we'll use. And lots of deep slate. And some black concrete and some black stone. And mud. Don't forget the mud. And so I'm trying to decide, that's why I was pillared up over here, where I want our main viewing angle to be. Obviously, it's going to be an interactive build in our Let's Play world. It's not just a screenshot build, so it needs to be pretty from everywhere. But you got to think about the thumbnail too, right? So right now, I'm thinking that here might be our desired angle. What do you, I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard to make the decision. I think what we're going to have to do is just start placing blocks, and hopefully if we don't like it, we can realize that before we get too far in. But I think I'm going to leave this block right here to kind of go back to, yes, that's where I want to build. Oh, yes. I had to pop into free cam, and I am seeing the vision. I quite like this. I think maybe I'm spamming a little too many blocks. We might have to come back through here and tidy this up a little bit. I'm not quite sure, but I am seeing the vision. Yeah, I've got way too many random blocks over here. Let's tidy this up quickly. Let's get our deep slate tiles out of here. I don't know why I thought that would look good. And let's throw in some more black stone tiles. Let's check this out. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. I like it. It's still got to get cleaned up a tiny bit, but... ooh, baby. I got my outline done. It's done. This is kind of the general shape I'm going for. And like I said earlier, I did have to, in fact, go outside of the island I built. Remember at the beginning of the video where I said, this will certainly be good enough, big enough. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was something along those lines. We got the base down. We got it all built out. I want to start doing the walls now. I'm not... there's so many things I'm not so sure about today, but we're just going to keep on building. I think it's going to look very nice. This layer, this area over here, I think I can move this portal without it being a huge deal. Maybe I can even move it underneath the mountain that's on the other side of it, so it can be inside this room. I messed up. I don't know why I don't know why I did that. But it's going to be okay. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to move it inside once we're done. But I think this is going to be a good size. We're going to drop this down. It's going to be slightly too layered in my head if I'm breathing my material correctly. I'm going to keep placing these blocks. You're going to keep watching it. And we'll catch up in just a second. These walls are going up. And I wanted to show you a trick. A little trick of the trade, if you don't mind. I've got a genius idea. I've used this before. I don't even know where the first time I saw this was. And I certainly did not invent this. But a great way... oh, let me add another ladder. A great way to do some windows. You may notice I've got hoppers in my inventory, and I've got way too many. I just took them with me. We're going to add hoppers here. And then in the middle of these hoppers here, let me crouch. Let's go cauldron. Clink. We can get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Now we are going to add walls here. I just haven't crafted any walls yet, so I haven't placed them. But look at this window frame. Okay, actually it would look better with walls. Now feast your eyes on this. Look at these window frames, baby. Oh, yes. That's nice. Let me throw a block behind here as well. Building is all about experimentation. I hope that you guys all know this. Let's throw a block behind these hoppers here. And that means we can probably... well, I already... nope, I'm going to leave... hold on. Okay, I'm going to make a decision about these blocks later. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. But something will be here. I've got a beautiful block chosen for our windows. I just want to show off this little trick, little hopper cauldron action. I also don't like this. Wait, it's okay. I'm going to fix this. It'll look good, I promise. I'm having a disaster. This is my biggest fear and why I need to get my moss blocks down, or my moss carpets. Now, I do have mob griefing off, because I got so tired of Endermen stealing my blocks. But I don't know if this applies to Ghast. And I don't want to find out. Oh my gosh, there we go. One bullet, one hit, one swipe. Easy does it. Okay, and I land back in the perfect spot. Yes, boom, easy. Perfect spot, see? I'm liking this so far. Had to come check it from our viewpoint. You guys ever been on the highway on a road trip and they have those little sight areas? Sight little rest stops where you look out over a hill or something? It's kind of what that reminds me of just now. So I've got the whole outline done of this building, the main building. It's going to be one building. The main structure of the main building. I think I've got this structure pretty much done. I tried to shade decently. I'm not sure how good we actually did or not. Maybe there will be some touch up here before too long, but I'm quite a fan of this. I've got a picture in my head of where our roof is going to go. I'm quite excited to do that. I'm trying to decide right now if I want to do the second part here and then the roof, or if I want to do the roof up here and figure out how to fit this second part on. But I think I'm going to do this part first and then the roof. That seems like the smartest thing to me. Roofs are what I struggle with the most, so it's going to be pretty simple and pretty basic. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Just connect it up real quick. Hopefully it's noticeable from our lookout area. I think it would be. I think it's going to be pretty close. And I'm not going to have this one be the same size here. I'm going to have it be shorter, is what I'm thinking. I think I want it to come to maybe like this line right here where the blackstone is. But I'm just going to start placing blocks. We'll see how we go. I've got a really good idea here of what I want this to look like. I think that's as high as it's going to go. I think that looks really good. I want to add some more hoppers here. Did I leave them in my shulker box? Let's find out real quick. Go grab these out of here. And we'll throw our hoppers into these windows, which I think look very nice. I like this style. Maybe this is weird. I don't know. Maybe we'll do maybe cauldron more than hopper, but I kind of like hopper. It looks aggressive, right? And that's what we want. When we're building a church in HE double hockey stick, we want scary. Scary and aggressive. Yes, I think so. Let's take a step back. I think it's going to look really good once we get the actual window in place. Now, for the time I've been not looking forward to the most. The roof. This is just going to absolutely be the worst part. And thank goodness we can actually see that little jut off here. It's coming together. Okay, let's get started on this roof here. One of the things I'm most scared of to do this roof about, yeah, great English feather, freaking awesome, is running out of materials. I don't know how often you guys build with red nether brick, but let me just tell you, it is hard to get. Nether wart takes forever, and I don't know if I'm just not much of a farm person, or if there's just no good farms out there for it, but good grief. This stuff grows so slow, and you need so much of it. I have a sneaky sensation, is that what they say? That I do not have enough blocks to do this roof. We're going to try. I got the red put in for this roof, and I'm going to start throwing it down over here and seeing how it does, but I am very afraid I will need to get more red nether brick. Ooh. This is my last red nether brick. You want to see? You want to see how far it got me? Awesome. Really good. Hold on, let's get out of here. Can I make this? Yes. You know, decent progress, I would say. But you always want to have big, tall, pointy roofs. And, well, this looks like maybe a buzz cut. Or would the kids say a low taper fade? I'm not quite familiar with the memes. But unfortunately, I do have to go get more blocks. More nether warts. This is going to take me for freaking ever. This is a great time, though, while I'm doing this. Take yourself a minute and look at the description here of this video as I'm talking to you and getting my nether stuff. You see that link right there for the Discord? Yeah, you should join that. You should join the Discord. That is where you get stream announcements. It's where you get new video announcements. I almost never ping at everybody. We just did a build competition. Oh my gosh, the other day where the winner gets a $25 Starbucks gift card. That is so amazing. Yes, you're welcome. Anyways, please do that. I would love to see you over there in the Discord. It's a great place to be. Let me get these nether warts, and we will be back to our regularly scheduled programming. Oh, I fell down. These are the vertical lines. Hold on, did I go one up? Yeah, I gotta go one more up on this one. Let's see. Oh, come on. It's so hard to see that black. Good gravy. Right there. These are the vertical lines I want to follow. I think that they will add a little extra pizzazz. Let's check this. Did we get that block? Boom. And I want to do one on the other side, obviously, as well. I'm just going to free cam. Ooh, okay. I'm not sure I like it. Okay, so here's what I did. I went mixed in on the right side and hard contrast on the left. I think I might like hard contrast more? That's incredibly hard to tell which one I like more. I think I like hard contrast more because it looks more like it's on purpose. I'm going to send that screenshot to a friend and ask their opinion. Thanks, Goose. But we'll do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3. Yeesh. Let's see. A, B, C. It's as easy as do, re, mi. I've come up with a great solution. 50-50. The reason I want to do it this way is because from our viewing angle, which may be a little far away with the nether fog, we'll have to see what we can do with that. This area is darker, and this side's darker. It's got the little rivet and such. This side's a little brighter. Oh, also I added a tower. I'm not sure if you see that, but I think it looks really nice. I'm super pleased with this. One of the last things, of course, a church needs is carpet on the roof. Oh, and don't look at the back. The back's not done yet. I promise I'm going to do it. I absolutely promise that. One of the things a church needs is a nice cross. And I think that the cross would look good here. How do we get on top of a... How do we get on top of a wall? Big jump. No? Okay, hold on. Okay, wait. Maybe I do this. All right, let's see. Let's make a nice cross here. Let's see. We'll go 5, 1, 1. Now let's back up. Let's see if that is a good size or not. Noticeable? Yes. I like this. I like that quite a bit. The next thing I want to do here is I want to get our windows in place. And it's finally time. I think maybe if you were astute and had a keen eye, oh no, you would have seen what block I wanted to use for these windows. Please don't kill me. I think you might have seen what block I wanted to use as these windows. What chest I put it in? Oh, yes. Light blue glazed terracotta. I am so excited to throw this in here. Let's just see what it looks like. I'm not going to be able to jump through my windows anymore, but I think it's really going to change the dynamic. I think it's going to look good with the red. Okay. Getting out of here is hard, and there's another pig guy. Let me go this way. Oh, yes. Perfect landing, as always. Let's see here. Thank you for using as a block. Now, the hard part, one of the hardest parts, is going to be getting the pattern right. I know there's a pattern on these, and you have to place them a certain way to get the pattern to lock in. Let's see. Yeah, this looks really bad. So, let me just give you a sneak peek, and I'll work with the, I'll work on the pattern off camera, because I think that that might take, maybe, might take me 100 years. TBD. But let's take a peek. Yes! I wanted to show you guys my new hat. He's so stylish. One of these guys dropped it. One of these stupid guys. And I got really tired of them spawning, so I decided before I do my next couple steps, I'm going to reduce the amount of spawnable blocks in here. Just tear down this little subfloor so it's all bedrock. And then I'm going to go to the overworld and I'm going to get all the carpet I can, which I was planning on putting on top of the roof, on some of these little walls, and just try to take care of this situation because, oh my gosh, what does this have? 8 hits left? These guys are killing me. I'm so tired of dealing with them. I don't have a super design for this floor. I think I want to do like a stripey pattern. But I'm going to use slabs. The bottom side of slabs so that mobs can't spawn. I think that's the best way to do it. Who knows if this will look good? I hope it does. Just going to use the same on the floor. I might try to pull in some spruce wood. I haven't thought the interior through very much, but I do want to stick with a black and spooky theme. This is also the room where we'll have our color key. Ooh, we're unleashing some more info now. The color key, I think, is going to be... I'm just going to do it on a wall, right? So, you've been to a zoo before, and you see, you are here, or a mall, or something. You know, lots of places have those kind of maps. We're going to do a big one of those, and I probably won't do an actual map, because I don't know how an actual map would look considering we're just on the Nether Roof. Maybe I could take a map of, like, the locations that we'll get to, but I'm going to do a sign system, a color-coded sign system, with a special hidden twist. I'm out of these tiles. With a special hidden twist on how to navigate. That was a lot. Okay, I guess we're going to use... Oh, art. We're going to have to use a lot of these. Where was I? Color-coded signs? Yes. Color-coded sign system to let you know. And, you know, at this point in this world, we don't have that many places to go. Like I said at the beginning, this is mostly inspired by just knowing that our end portal is that way somewhere. Or maybe it's this way somewhere. Or that way somewhere. I'm going to have to find it. But it is this way somewhere. And I'm just tired of being lost. So we're going to get a little bit of some navigation systems in place. I'm really excited to see how it actually works and see what your guys' thoughts are. More to come, more to come. I've been smelting things. I got the interior serviceable. That's what I'm going to say. Serviceable. Is it done? No. Did I make mistakes? Yes. Multiple. Like, I'm going to leave these different for now. It's okay. We'll get back to it, probably. Did I put this on the right height so mobs can't spawn? No, I didn't. So mobs can still spawn in here. It's fine. It's greatly diminished. But I like the floor pattern. Very much so. It reminds me of like a train in heck doubled hockey sticks. And when we go down, it switches. I think that's cute. Now, I'd like to go get a flint and steel and throw my portal in here and just see if it works. I also want to see what it's like to come in and out of here. Oh, wait. I should probably get a flint and steel first. I'm also realizing now it's going to be off-center. We need a little more obsidian. It's going to be off-center for a little bit. I hope that doesn't bother anybody. Moment of truth. Let's see where we come out. Okay, right back in the same spot. That's good. Will it make a new portal? Beautiful. Now pretend we came out in the middle there. Oh, la-di-da, I'm in my Nether Hub. Swag. Where do we want to go? Let's check our big map. It's not here yet. We're pretending. And then we come this way, and we take off. Where's my rocket? Zoom! Wait, that's a shovel. Oh, now my mouse is not working. What the heck? Okay, now my mouse is working. Then we zoom away. Yeah. I like that. That is absolutely looking sick, actually, guys. Okie dokie. Oh, and I'm stuck on right-click now. I'm not doing that, see? Interesting. Time will tell. Oh, it's better. Current objective. Find our ender portal again. I know vaguely where it is in the overworld, but again, this is what inspired the whole trip. I put a portal on the nether roof I literally cannot find. So I know our nether portal is in this direction somewhere. Or not nether portal. Did I say nether portal? Ender portal. I know it's in this direction. It's on a beach. We're going to slap down in there. And then we're going to go to the nether roof. We're going to take down those coordinates. And we're going to start the mapping process. Okay? I'm very excited for you guys to see. I also just want to take this moment to say more than one person's allowed to put glass on a nether roof. Okay? We're going to be civil about this. Okay, I think it's over here. Maybe I'm mistaken. Nope, here it is. Look at that. Feather, aka genius mode. Oh. Well, this didn't put us on the roof at all. I have a roof portal. And now I'm concerned and confused. Okay. Let me see if I can find an Enderman and just pearl up there. Do I have my flint and steel still? Yes. Okay. Pause. Let's let a Minecraft expert teach you guys how to build roof portals. Roof. Okay. Step 1, you look at your F3. And you take a screenshot. Okay, and then you open that screenshot so you can have your coordinates later. This will put us in the exact same correct place. And then you break your portal down. I'll skip this part for your sake. Once you get all that broken, we got to tower up to, however you say, the bedrock on top of the ceiling. So we got to dig up there. Okay, if you're anything like me and it takes a gajillion years, you'll finally get there. And we find places like this, right? Where the bedrock goes really high. We're looking for the highest it can possibly go. I think the highest that bedrock can go is right here. So, sometimes you use a ladder, sometimes you don't. You line up right in the corner, you just zoom. And you gotta wait for your body to heal. Hold on. Alright, let's try again. Okay, what's going on? Why is this not working? Maybe you need a ladder. Good thing we have wood. Yes, so I was just showing you guys an example that it doesn't work if you don't have a ladder, okay? Let the record show. Yep. See, just like I said, you have to have a ladder every time. And now we're on the nether roof, and you build your portal. So open your coordinates back up, find where your portal was. 267. Where am I? 267. 24. And now they'll link up perfectly. Moment of truth. Let's see if we did it right. Oh, yeah. And the other way. Beautiful. And that is how you get on the nether roof. Now let's take a second here and let's find 0, 0. Which way is 0? I'm terrible at these kind of coordinate things. So 0 is this way. Okay. Making a mental note of this. Let's take flight. I'm going to try to go in as straight a line as possible to our ender portal. Oh, wait. I've already messed things up. Hold on. Following this straight line should take us to spawn. Look at this. I see our viewing angle. I see our desired viewing angle. Oh, it lined up so well. Okay. Here's what we'll do. I'm going to dye some glass. I'm going to put a marker down so we know which direction our nether portal is going to be. And I'm going to turn a lot of these into panes. I've got a genius, beautiful idea, okay? I want to do some wispies coming out of the back here. Think about it like a glass tentacle. And what I want to do, I want to color code each one of our nether roof portals. And I want to do a big wispy. Also, look at how I spawn-proofed the back of this. I just used whatever I had and used a lot of wrong color carpet, but it's fine. So, the back here. we're going to just start placing glass panes. I'm sure I won't have enough. And we're going to try to make a nice looking spiral here to indicate which direction we must go if we want to get, say, to our Ender portal. So I've got our glass pane lined up here with our glass here, and I have no idea what this looks like. My wife and I, we like watching different TV shows together. I think that's a great thing. And one of the shows we've been watching recently... Oh! Wait. Oh, I so love it. Oh my gosh. The show we've been watching is Twin Peaks. It's an old show. David Lynch show. Shout out David Lynch. Rest in peace. Very recently, I believe. Anyways, this is kind of what inspired this build, was Twin Peaks and some of the shenanigans that they're getting up to. Just kind of the weird vibes. But I absolutely love this, so now we know. As we leave our house, our nether portal's red. We're going to put it on a sign in here in red text. Nether portal red. We just follow the red line, and we'll get to our nether portal. Oh, it's so good. Here's our Lilo and Stitch build. Let me fly away from this here. This will be another place that we have to get here through the Nether Roof. I would like to do more stuff here someday. I don't know exactly what, but I think there's lots of possibilities and opportunities here. Mob griefing. This drives me crazy. I turned it back on for our sheep farm so we can get that carpet in. I'm going to have to figure out a data pack or something. Here's how I would know how to get to spawn previously. So I'm just going to follow this line. And then when we get back to spawn, we'll do, I think, blue. A blue glass pane line to tell us how to get here. And we're back. So what I want to do with this one, since this is a slightly different spot, we got to come out a little bit. I'm going to place a glass pillar here. I'm going to come make some blue glass, actually. So this is one, and then we need to be going this direction as well. We're going to try to make that obvious here. We're not going to go an in-front wispy this time. I think we're going to try to... Let's build it from the front backwards, and then break some off so it can be crisscrossing directions. So I'm going to say it needs to be going this way. I think that's the best way to get there. All right, let's see how this looks. I think I made way too much blue glass. And I think I started way too far away. Yes, I did. But I am liking it. Obviously, we're going to get rid of the parts and bits that are down here. Let's check it from our viewing angle. I like it. I think it's good. I love the wispies. I think we'll cut it off right here. That's pretty far, but I think that right here is good. Tearing down the glass. We've only got 2 places on the nether roof, if I'm not mistaken, in our world. And so I guess the only 2 wispies we need right now are the red and blue. But I'd like to do more in the future as we get things added. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're done. I think this is the end of the episode. Sorry if that snuck up on you and stuck up on me too. I thought, well, we've got so much more to do, and we do not. Ladies and gentlemen, I love this build. Thank you so much to all the names on screen right now. They're my Twitch subs. I literally couldn't put as much time into making content as I do without you guys, so thank you so much for doing that. Check the links in the description, and let's check out this build together. Thank you so much, God bless you, and we'll talk to you in the next one.